Hello and welcome to the Monroe Sports Arena. I'm Jay Tuss, and tonight's IBL matchup pits the Snohomish County Explosion against the Vancouver Volcanoes. For the second consecutive season, the Explosion have opened up the season with back-to-back wins, and to no surprise are being led by their backcourt duo of Jamal Miller and Donald Watts. Miller averaging 23.5 points a game and is coming off a career-high 35 points. Watts, on the other hand, averaging better than 28 points per game. In the standings, the Explosion sit in quite a familiar spot right atop at 2-0. Yet to make a move in those standings, however, is tonight's opponent, the Vancouver Volcanoes, in their first game of the IBL season tonight. Last season, they had just 6 wins compared to 17 losses. 2 of those 17 losses came at the hands of the Explosion. However, things always looking bright when you have a player like Porter Troop on your team. He led the team last year in scoring better than 20 points a game. How the Explosion will handle Troop tonight? Well, we caught up with Coach Randy Redwine earlier tonight. Coach Randy Redwine here with us. And Coach, this is a team just 6-17 last year. However, a pretty good team, a lot of talented players, maybe none better than Porter Troop.
It's a much improved team. They have several guys that weren't on the team last year that are there this year. One guy in particular that played for me a little bit during the summer a couple years ago is Jake Carlisle. Jake Carlisle is a very good player. Another player is the shooter, Lettenberg. And we also give special attention to Porter Troop. Those 2 guys are very active players. They are aggressive, they're young, and they're good ball players, and I respect them. So we're going to have to try to shut them down.
Coach, I know how much you like defense. Anything you're going to do in particular to focus on them, try to change it up a little bit?
Probably do some different size matchups. In other words, like I got Lettenberg is 6'4", 6'5". I'm going to put a 6'2" guy on him. Donald Watts is going to go at Troop. Okay? And they have another guy, he's an older guy, but he's a very fiery player, Kevin Bledsoe, who's about 6'5". I'm going to put Jamal on him. So I'm hoping that this smaller defensive matchups will be in our favor. And if it doesn't work, we have to do something different.
Well, as they say, Coach knows best. We'll see if the Explosion can cope with Troop coming up after this. Starting lineups. We'll be back at the Monroe Sports Arena. Back at the Monroe Sports Arena, moments away from tip-off, starting lineups. And for the Vancouver Volcanoes in the backcourt, number 20, Kevin Tyner, a 6-foot guard out of Western Oregon University. Joining him, we talked with Coach Randy Redwine prior to the game, and once again, a focal point that they're going to have to shut down this guy right here, Porter Troop. He's a 6'5" guard out of the University of Portland. He led the team in scoring last year at better than 20 points per game. Going into the front court, number 3, Kevin Bloodshaw. He's a 6'5" forward out of the University of Ozarks, Arkansas. And then in the front court, number 33, Jake Carlisle, a 6'8" forward out of Coastal Carolina. And then rounding out the Volcanoes starting 5, number 34, Alex Hartman. Alex Hartman posting 18-5 last year in the regular season against the Explosion. As for the hometown Snohomish County Explosion, led by, once again, arguably the best backcourt duo in the IBL, number 1, Jamal Miller at the point. He's coming off a career-high 35. And then his partner in crime, number 23, Donald Watts. Watts, better than 28 points per game. He had 31 of his own, that is, last week against the Slam. Going with a 3-guard starting lineup, number 5, Milton Wright will get his first shot in the starting lineup. And then rounding it out in the front court is Justin James. He's averaging 8 points per game and shooting 70% from the field through 2 games this season. And then the man in the middle, number 55, David White. And this week, the Snohomish County Explosion did make a roster move. They welcomed in number 41, Taiwan Gonzalez. Gonzalez, a rebounding machine, 6'7", once again, plays the power forward position. Going to give the Explosion much needed size, that is, in the front court. So, however, they also say goodbye to fan favorite Corby Shue as well. Shue leaving to be with his family and attend to other personal matters. So with that, we're going to tip it here at center court. Once again, it's going to be the Explosion in the white, and in the red, the Volcanoes. The Volcanoes win the opening tip, and they're going to swing it around the top of the perimeter. Hartman's going to go straight into the lane. Nice defensive move there. That's James in the middle, creating the turnover, looking for it in transition. No look pass down low to White. White's gonna kick it out. Good ball movement. James thinks about the 8-footer instead, kicks it out where White tries the 18-footer and nails it. White, a big man, but has a nice touch from the outside, a good jumper. Once again, for a man his size, 6'11", 235. He's gonna be an on-ball guard right now, going up against him. That's number 33, Jake Carlisle, and he'll get the short hook in the lane. As we're tied at 2. Up over center court right now, Miller directing traffic. Looking for, that's Wright, comes off the screen, leaves it again, that's White now. He tries a jumper, gets it to go, and White's got the first 4 points for the Explosion. Back over half court, Tyner, he passes it along. Bloodshot has it now. Around top of the key, dribbling to his left, passes it back off. Bloodshot has it now into the lane. That's guarded by White, Wright that is, goes right up over him for the bucket. 4-4, 10.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Bounce pass over, Watts receives, he'll swing it around, looking to post up on White. Taking a bit of a size advantage as they're going at White a lot here in the early going. Out on the perimeter, Miller gonna go into the lane, off balance shot, can't get it to go, misses badly. However, the Explosion are gonna get a favor. Ball goes out of bounds off of Jake Carlisle, and they'll retain possession. 2 on the shot clock, though, so they're going to have to go. Pass tipped away. I don't know. They might have had, yes, they're going to say they have 1 second left on the shot clock as that ball was tipped out of bounds by a Volcanoes defender. Looks like Coach Randy Redwine might be looking for a timeout here in the early going. Decides not to use it, though. It's going to be Miller to inbound it. Got to put it up quick from half court practically. Tough shot, can't expect much there. Watts doesn't catch anything. Ball goes out of bounds, turnover to the Volcanoes. One of Watts' rare misses in the early going this year, shooting 59% from the field in the first 2 games. He's our leading returning scorer from last year, and he's done the same thing this year, picked up right where he left off. Tries a 3-pointer, does Troop. The Volcanoes get the offensive rebound. Hartline gives it a go. Hartman, that is, he misses, and the Explosion pushing transition. It's gonna be Miller who pops a 3, rattles it out. Offensive rebound by White, gets a second chance, dribbles it out of bounds though.